Hey besties, welcome to this Be Well moment. I'm your host, Nia Howard, and today I'm inviting you to a gentle guided practice, a moment to check in with your emotional world and assess what kind of emotional rest you might need right now. Emotional rest is the permission to stop pretending, stop performing, and stop holding everything in. It's the space where your feelings can breathe and your inner world can soften. This assessment isn't about fixing anything. It's simply about noticing and giving your emotions a safe place to land. So if you can, find a comfortable position. Maybe let your shoulders loosen. Let's take one slow inhale and let it go. Now, let's begin.
Else that's me. I'm unbreakable, unstoppable.
So, friends, today we brought our self-assessment, reminding everybody this is the one that we carry around with us. But today we actually have a tool. So our tool is a little bit different. The self-assessment is just kind of with our own hearts and our own minds, just kind of picking our own number. But here we actually have, because some of us really like to have that paper and pen. Or maybe this self-assessment can come in handy when maybe you don't feel like you have your person there with you. Or maybe you just want to see it in writing. I like writing. I like my Post-it notes and anything else too. So we can do it lots of different ways. Of course, there'll be people listening and some people that can kind of see us with our assessment that we have. But we're also going to have it linked. So our besties are going to have a copy of it as well. So today, I thought we could first just do the first part. And on our paper, we can see the 0 to 5 scale. So to yourselves, you just might kind of think how you're feeling right now in this moment. Okay.
Do you want us to say it out loud, or are we just doing it on the worksheet
I think you'll just keep it to yourselves today. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so then the next step, we have this tool because this is the option to go just a little bit deeper. We've put a number to it, but what we find is that putting the words to it are also a wonderful way to be able to maybe bring a little bit ease, but more importantly, kind of just give ourselves a little bit of a roadmap. So on our self-assessment tool, we have a couple of questions. So the first one, we've already picked kind of our rating. The first question is, what do you think is contributing to your feelings, to your ratings right now in this moment? Just have a little bit of time to write that down. And again, this is something that everyone can do at their own pace and their own time. And here we're just showing you an example. Wonderful. And maybe we can just kind of work at our own pace too. The second question is to really think about what in the past may have been something that helped you when you had this kind of familiar thing going on. So just thinking about how you got through it before. What were the things that you might have put into place that helped in a situation similar to this? Great. Then on our tool, it's really important to also ask kind of the part that you would try to avoid, right? What were the things that didn't help or that even made the situation feel worse or made you feel worse? So those things that we want to try to kind of stay away from perhaps in this time around. Good. Okay, and then just building on this a little bit deeper, what or who helped in this moment? Do we have go-to people? Sometimes it's those great pets that we have, or maybe it's just even something as simple as remembering a time or a place that we've been that was really helpful. Okay, and then the last one. This is just a little bit of a challenge, a self-challenge, but what next small step might you take that you could help care for yourself in this moment? And a reminder to our besties that these small steps, again, they're not big steps. It could be something as simple as picking up that water bottle that you've been meaning to drink all day long. Maybe it's writing yourself a kind note. Maybe it's simply to go ahead and get through this whole self-assessment so you have the chance to look at yourself and look at your feelings. Okay. Waiting for everybody here at the table to feel finished. Okay. So we always like to kind of offer a time to just talk about how that activity was for you. Don't have to share anything that's on your paper unless you choose to. But how was that for you? Did you like having something to write down? Tell me about what you thought about that.
Yeah. I enjoyed the moment just to sit and reflect. I think I've said it before that I'm just a push thrower, right? I will block out all the other stuff because we have work to do, right? And we have things to do. So giving myself some dedicated time to actually like check in and see how I'm doing and what next step I can take to either stay the same rating or maybe decrease my rating a little bit was super beneficial.
Yeah, I love practices like this because it forces me to think about the things that I know are help, particularly the like what's helped you in the past was key for me today because I know what works, but sometimes when I am caught up in the exhaustion itself or I'm detaching and feeling emotionally tapped out, it's really hard for me to remember like those go-tos that reconnect me or that help me feel better. So having dedicated moments to think and reflect on that, it can be really helpful for me.
Yeah, that's great. I always call it like a little bit of a roadmap. And again, that, like you said, that time to actually think about the question. Because sometimes if we're just thinking about it without maybe writing it down, it's easy to pass over it, like skip some of the steps. So thank you all for doing that today. And I think too, by writing it down, if you had that person that is a trusted person, it might be something that you'd care to share with them. And they might kind of know the things that you might need next when you might need something next. So thank you. And besties, thank you for taking this moment to pause and check in with yourself today. Even a few minutes of honesty and stillness can open the door to emotional rest. And we are grateful that you shared this space with us. So, if you found this tool beneficial, please see the link to the Be Well self-assessment tool. And as we move forward, remember, you don't have to hold everything together or carry it all alone. Give yourself permission to rest emotionally, even in small ways. You deserve rest. You deserve softness. You deserve to feel like yourself. Thank you again for being here. Take care of your heart and take care from your besties.
else that's